everybody, we're back for round 2. We have won the die roll again. We are Mardu, so we are playing. Oh, I did actually main deck that erase. Oh, it's such a problem. Alright, so I guess we'll keep this. We've got a turn 3 Mardu Horde Chief, which I don't really want to play. But we also have a morph, so we'll keep. Can't believe I main decked that. I wonder if it was in my count or if I'm just playing 41 cards. 34. I'm playing 41 cards. Alright. That's embarrassing. So we will play our outpost and pass the turn. And fix the chat here. There we go. He will play his cliffs and pass the turn. I will play my plains and pass the turn. Maybe we'll be justified and he's playing an enchantment that I get to remove this turn. I don't know. Blue, red, white, black. Wonder what he's playing. Krumar Bondkin. Go, go, go. So if he doesn't play anything, I can attack and get Horde Chief online. If he does play something, I might play attack and get Horde Chief online. So he plays his own morph creature, sure. I'm okay with that. Do you want to trade your morph creature? Let's find out. He does! I bet it's better than my morph creature. It was a Abomination of Gabdul. Whenever it deals combat damage, you may loot. Yeah, I'm pretty okay trading with that for sure. Mardu Horde Chief. Down you go. 2-3 and a 1-1. So is he playing Sultai? Black, green, blue, and splashing a white? Seems like it. So maybe he's happy to have that in his graveyard if he's doing or planning on doing a lot of delving. Highland Game, 2-1. When it dies, you gain a life. Yeah, I think he's probably pretty happy with that dying too. Maybe there's a big delve enchantment that I'll be happy to destroy. Yeah, let's just swing in. Get that elk away. Gain 2 life, be my guest. Or just take 3, be my guest. So I could morph Ripper, or I could morph Ponyback. If I draw a land, I can flip it. So yeah, let's morph Ponyback. Leave up a white mana for our erase combat trick. At this point, I really hope he is playing an enchantment. That way I will look smart for playing that as a 41st card. Oh, what's this going to be? Oh, Fade Away. What a jerk. And he knows that it's a Ponyback Brigade. Not sure if that was a great play, but he did it. He's going to attack in for 2. Sure. And then what? What turn is this? Is he stuck on lands? Oh, and turn is down there. It's turn 5, so he missed a land drop. He plays a Sultai Scavenger, which is a 3/3 flyer with Delve, which is pretty good. And not an enchantment, unfortunately. Not much we can do here. I guess we morph Ruthless Ripper this time. Maybe he'll think it's Ponyback Brigade. Not sure what benefit that offers us. We missed a land drop too, so we're also stuck on 4. He gets his 5th land. And he's going to just swing in the air for 3 here. Sure. Not much I can do about that. And then what's going to come down? down comes a morph. Alright, sure. What do I get? A land? Nope, Chief of the Edge. Well, that's pretty okay. Make my Horde Chief into a 3/3, and my my warrior into a 2/1. Let's swing in with those. You want to race? I will very poorly race you. That is the 5th face-down creature this game. Alright, so I take him all the way down to 19, and he kills my 2/1 warrior. That's sad. So he's going to swing in with his morph creature. I will offer the block. Who's going to on-morph first? You? Because my morph beats all of your morphs. Unless it has, like, protection from Death Touch or something. It's a Snowhorn Rider. Sure, I'll show you that my guy has Death Touch. Because you think my guy is this guy. But it's not that guy. And you're going to lose 2 life. I'm going to take 4 trample, but so be it. I'm okay going to 8. Why not? Ooh, Mortar Warshrieker. It's kind of cool. It's not going to save me. I am on a 3-turn clock here. But I guess he's on a somewhat of a clock. He's going to go down to 11. I'm going to go Mardu Warshrieker and then morph into Ponyback Brigade. And then my always deadly Arrow Storm is almost online if I can get a red mana. Warshrieker, I get 3 mana, and that 3 mana is going to be cast or used to cast a morph guy. So I actually have lethal on board. So if he doesn't play a blocker, he can't attack here. Dead Drop is unfortunately very far away from being cast. He's going to swing in for 3. And then what? Make it a 9/9? Can't remember how much Become Immense costs. And I think it might be a sorcery. No, I think it's an instant. But I think it's a 6-drop. He's oh, it has Delve on it. Oh, that's awful. That is all kinds of awful. Oh, that's horrible. We're dead. Oh, Become Immense should not have Delve on it. That's just mean. Alright, well, we lost that game. Good to know that Become Immense has Delve on it. Good to know that I'm main decking a race, because that needs to get taken out. It was a close game, too. It really came down to that flyer, so goodbye a race. What can we do? Can we combat Become Immense? I don't think so. We combat it by just not having to face it. Abzan Charm would get rid of it, I suppose. Yeah, I think Abzan Charm almost should be main deck. And I think we'll take out Hordling Outburst. I just don't think it's good. 3/1/1s, it's only good if you play it on turn 3 and they are behind on mana or behind on creatures. So we'll do that. I don't think there's anything else we want to put in, really. Didn't see any artifacts. I don't think I have anything that exiles Graveyard to stop him from delving. No, don't think so. So we'll just go with that, I suppose. Submit the deck. We will play first, of course. What do we have here? We have Mardu and green-white. So that will allow us to Chief of the Edge, Bondkin. As long as we hit lands, our Siege Rhino is going to be online. Yeah, that's pretty decent. I guess we can't do our 2-drops next turn, unfortunately, but oh well. We'll drop our Outpost and say go. Now this is a 2-land hand, which isn't great. We are pretty desperately needing to hit a land here or the next draw. And we didn't, but we did hit Abzan Charm, which is going to be online. Of course, if we draw another land. And not only that, it needs to be a plains or a swamp. Down comes Smoke Teller. Sure, that's a 2/2 for 2. Completely okay. Terrible ability. I mean, if you have the mana, sure, I guess, but otherwise not that great. So do we do Bondkin or do we do Chief of the Edge? Draw 2 cards, lose 2 life. 2+1/+1 counters. I think we go Bondkin. Yeah, we'd go Bondkin. And then Chief of the Edge. And then Abzan Charm to turn them on. It'd be kind of a cool play, but I think it's pretty risky. I'll just take the 2 here. I'm pretty okay with that. And then I expect to see a morph creature come down. If I hit a land, I'm just going to Siege Rhino. A 4/5 trample on turn 4. Pretty okay. Yeah, it's a morph creature. Could be that 5/5 trample that I saw. I do hit the land, so I'm going to swing in here. See if he wants to trade with that morph creature. He does not. And then we're going to Siege Rhino. Siege Rhino. He goes to 16, I go to 22, and my board presence is suddenly much better. Also got total removal as well as conditional removal sitting in my hand, and both of them are online. So I can do some bad things here to him. He's going to swing in. Pretty clearly telegraphing that he has something, so I'm just going to take the 4 and go to 18. Another morph creature, sure. So I could Abzan Charm, make that into a 3/2, that into a 5/6, and give them both first strike. Should be pretty solid. I could also Chief of the Edge, which does nothing this turn. I could just attack and Mardu Horde Chief. Let's attack and see what he does, because Charm is an instant, so I can do it during combat if need be. He's just going to take and go to 10. I'm okay with that. So I'll go Mardu Horde Chief here. Get a 2/3 and a 1/1. If either of those morph creatures are dangerous, I have Utter End. If either of them are big, I have Abzan Charm. Alright, so I'm betting this is the 5/5. He has enough to on-morph it. Maybe he's looking for a Delve? I'll offer the trade. If it's the 5/5, he's going to tap out. And I'm pretty okay with that. Yeah, it's going to be the 5/5 trample, I think. Snowhorn Rider, is it? Snowshoe Rider? Pinewalker, okay. Sure. It was a 5/5. I knew it was something. So what can we do here? We can Utter End it. We can Abzan Charm it. You know what I actually like here? I actually kind of like swinging in with Siege Rhino and then Abzan Charming it and having the full damage just go through. Yeah, I like that. Let's go in with both. We have two choices here. We have Abzan. Ooh, interesting. He does not choose to go with that. So I could Abzan Charm. Those wouldn't trade, and he would take 5. I think I like that. Let's go boop and boop. Say okay. What do we need to do here? White, green, black. Abzan Charm. Smoke Teller dies. He goes to 5. Great. I've got a 5/6 first strike trample Rhino. And I've got an Utter End to just blow up whatever he puts in the way. I'm going to bet he has a fadeaway here. It's the only thing that I can think of. We're just going to attack in, I think. And see what he does. We can Utter End whatever blocks the Rhino. And all the trample damage would go through and he would just die. But he must have a fadeaway or something here. I'm not sure what Sultai Charm does offhand. If he lives through this turn, we Flooded Strand. And then on his turn, take up arms. On my turn, Chief of the Edge. I think that's a solid play. So he's going to block and block. Well, I guess we see what he has. I'm going to Utter End his morph creature. And if he doesn't have something to bounce the Rhino away, he just dies. Because the 5 trample damage will go straight through to him. It was Abomination of Gudul. And he didn't have anything. Alright, so we won that game. So we're going into game 3. Pretty happy with my deck. Abzan Charm, I think, definitely has a place in the deck for sure, especially with these big Teamer and Sultai decks that I'm going up against. What else do we have? Timely Hordemate. Did I ever really look at what that returns? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It returns 6 things. That's decent, I suppose. I'm surprised I haven't seen it. I think I played it one time and it was on the last turn of a game. Let's see. 3/5 Death Touch could have a place, but it's pretty expensive. Act of Treason, still don't like it. War Behemoth 3/6. What have I seen from him? Just a whole bunch of 5/5s. That could have a place, I think. Let's maybe put that in instead of Bondkin. I feel like I'm slightly less attacky this game. Let's try that. So he is going to play first, of course, and I have garbage. Absolute garbage. I have nothing except a lot of lands and a 3-drop morph. I'm not willing to risk it, though. I'm going to keep it. I really dislike this hand. Like, really, really, really dislike this hand. But so be it. It's still relatively good chance that I flood out here. That's a good sign. Chief of the Edge is good. Gives me a 2-drop. I'd be pretty happy to top deck a 3-drop this turn. It also really hurts that none of these are my tap lands. So later in the game, it's going to be really slow when I start drawing those. Draw a land. Not good. So there's a Chief of the Edge. No warriors to pump up, unfortunately. He's going to swing in for 2, and I am gladly going to take that. And then I assume he's going to morph something down. Yup. Siege Rhino and no green sources, so that's bad. I'm going to attack in here, see if he wants to trade with the morph guy. I don't think he does, because he can just... Oh, sure, all right. What did I get rid of? Well, he locks it down. All right, sure. Ooh, crap. I forgot to morph my guy. That's a pretty big misplay. That's unfortunate. I think my current hope is basically him to not play very much until I get Dead Drop online, which is not a really sound strategy. He's stuck on 2 colors. That's something, I guess. Archer's Pryapet. Well, that's annoying. That is rather annoying. Aerostorm. That can get rid of the Pryapet at least. So we'll drop our morph guy and say go. What's his on morph? 6? 5. So he's going to play a Scoured Barrens and then probably attack here. I think I just take it, go to 14. Another Chief of the Edge. Well, I guess we attack in. Or do we just hold it back? Ugh. I think we just hold it back. Maybe even not cast anything this turn so that we can on-morph it. Yep, I think that's what we do. He's going to cause me to lose a life here off the Pryapet. Parapet. Archer's Parapet. So I lose a life, taking me down to 13. Sure thing. He's going to attack with that game, and I'm going to block and then say, hello, it's a 3/6. And then he's going to gain 2 life, which is still pretty good for him. So we block. And then we say, surprise, 3/6. Enjoy your 2 life. And also enable your delve a little bit. Or he's just going to kill it. What's he going to kill it with? Savage? No, not Savage Punch. I mean, no, Savage Punch is sorcery anyways. What's he going to do? 5 mana. Delving. Is he going to waste the Become Immense here? Seems like a bad choice. Doesn't even give it Trample. It seems like a very bad choice. Alright, sure. Totally okay with that. Extremely okay with that. Unfortunately, I can't cast Debilitating Injury and Chief of the Edge. He's down to 3 cards, which is kind of nice. Debilitating Injury is going to turn on his Delve. I guess I'll just go Chief of the Edge. And then maybe even Chump Block with it. I really don't want to. It's my last Chief of the Edge. But Dead Drop is surprisingly coming closer to being online. He's going to swing in, and I think I'm just going to block it, unfortunately. They trade. He gains 2 life, goes up to 24. Dead Drop is getting so close to being online. Oh, so close to being online. Actually, is it online now? Black. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's online now, so that's good. Unfortunately, I can't do anything at all. I can't cast Siege Rhino. Arrow Storm would do nothing. Debilitating Injury would do nothing, so we're going to pass the turn. It's pretty unfortunate. We're going to take a lot from that Parapet. At least it taps each turn to do the damage. If it was just 1 and a black, lose a life, it would be very bad news for us. It'd be good if he played something really big here, and then I just dead dropped it. But nope, he's just passing the turn back to me. And I get a swamp. And then I'm going to pass the turn back to him. This is pretty unfortunate. It's at a point where I would even take an utter end to just kill that parapet. It's not an ideal play, but it's something. Is this going to be a morph creature? Tuskguard Captain. 2/3 Outlast. Creatures with counters get counters. Or get counters. Get trample. Sure. At this point, I think I might dead drop just to get creatures off of his board. They're not the best creatures that I want to kill, but they're something. So yeah, let's dead drop him. Let's delve away those. Two more mana, so there's nothing left that I can cast. Let's just do that. You get rid of your parapet and your captain. You deal me, or not deal me, but you force me to lose a life. Sure. Away they go. And then you still have a lot of gas left in your hand and a lot of mana. Really need a green source for that rhino. Oh wow, he didn't have anything? Maybe he's holding a bunch of kill spells and I'm just not playing things for him to kill. So we'll go Einok Bondkin and say go. And then he'll kill it, I assume. There's no way he has 4 cards and no creatures or anything to play. Goodbye, Einok Bondkin. Maybe not. It's a lot of mana to be killing a Bondkin. Be something with 4 toughness. Or 2. Abzan Guide. That's a 4/4 that I'm going to arrow storm the hell out of. Windscarred Crag, you are not a green source. Arrow Storm. Boom, boom, boom. Do I get in for 2 or do I just outlast him? He's at a lot of life. I think I just outlast it. Of course I say that and he's going to play like an 11/11 with haste or something. Didn't I just tap 2? Can't. Oh. There we go. Got a little freezy there for a second. So he's a 3/2 first strike now. Not sure if that's going to do much. He's got 5 cards in hand. He must be holding back just a ton of stuff. There's no way it's all lands. Sultai Scavenger. Well, that's going to get Arc Lightninged. For sure. Alright, what are we going to draw? Whatever we're going to draw, it's going to have to wait until he allows me to go past my upkeep. Utter End, that's nice. That's quite nice. We will Arc Lightning that for 3. I don't think he can save it. Not with 1 mana. And then I think maybe we start attacking here. We just get in for 3. It's a long clock we got, but it's something-ish. It's a, what, a 7, 8, 9 turn clock? Sure. So we've got an Utter End. Whatever horrifying creature he plays this turn, we blow up. And he just passes the turn again. Maybe he is holding 4 land. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I guess he probably does have 10 lands left in his deck. That would make his deck almost 50% lands if he had none in his hand. So maybe he is holding nothing but lands. So we're stuck on our upkeep again, waiting for him. That Utter End is hopefully going to do us a lot of good. This turn I can take him down to 19. If he really has nothing, getting the, what is it? Not timely reinforcements. Whatever the 3/1/1 thing is. Ooh. That can't return anything. That's unfortunate. But we're going to attack in for 3. What is it, a 2/2? Oh, it's a 3/2. Awesome. We're going to cast that for no value, but I'm pretty okay with that. So I'm going to attack in for 3 here, and then cast Timely Horde Mate. Unfortunately, I did delve away my Chief of the Edges, which could have been returned. But oh well, we get in for 3. Unless, of course, he kills it here, in which case I play Timely Horde Mate, Raid still triggers, and I get it back. No, he just gets through. So we will drop this guy. Raid triggers, and I can't do anything about it. We hold up Utter End, and we speed up the clock. Uh-oh. Something's happened. What's this going to be? It's Mardu mana. Black, red, white. What is this going to be? If he kills the Bond... I am so totally okay with that. My Bondkin is going to die and then come right back to the battlefield. Sure. So totally okay with that. Extremely totally okay with that. I mean, I guess it slows the clock down by 1 damage a turn, but... Ah, he said oops. Yep. He must not have noticed what was going to happen there. Passes the turn. I think he's stuck on just nothing but lands in his hand. So we're going to get in for 5 here. Oh, or maybe not. He's going to do something here. So maybe it is removal that he's holding on to. Crippling Chill. Okay, so he's going to buy himself a turn from taking 3 damage. He's still going to be taking 2 damage off my Bondkin here. And he does get a card draw off of it. So he's looking for something. That something is going to get Utter Ended, however. Plays a land, gains a life. Alpine Grizzly, that's not... Oh, actually, I can just Debilitating Injury that. Yeah, that's definitely not an Utter End target at all. Ooh, Blood-Soaked Champion, that's what I like to see. Alright, so we're going to blow that up. Goodbye, Grizzly. We hardly knew ye. What's Blood-Soaked Champion? Does he have haste? No, he just can't block. Alright, so we're going to attack with Bondkin first. Take him to 16. We're going to drop the champion. We're going to Utter End whatever he plays next turn, and then we can get in for 3, 5, 7 next turn. Taking him to 9. Tying the game up, actually. That dead drop on the parapet, surprisingly, was a pretty important play. He's going to drop a Morph. So that's interesting. He could have on-morphed that. Or played it on-morphed. There's no way he needed to morph it. So he must be wanting whatever the ability is on it. And I think we're going to find out what that ability is here. Because we're going to swing in. And I bet he's going to block an on-morph. Or maybe he's just going to trade. I will gladly trade here. That means I don't have to use my kill spell. No, he is going to on-morph it. So what is it? Is it something dangerous? Is it just the 5/5 Trampler? I mean, I'm at 9. I guess a 5/5 Trampler is pretty dangerous. It's just a 4/5. I guess I'll kill it. I'm not as concerned about it, but I may as well keep him on the back foot. So I take him to 11, and I pass the turn. And unfortunately, I've now used up all of my removal. Dead Drop, Arrow Storm, Arc Lightning, Debilitating Injury, Utter End. All 5 of my removals just sitting in the graveyard there, yeah. Alright, sure. So yeah, we're going to play a land. We're going to swing in for 7. And then we're going to Horde Chief. Get even more creatures online. He must have something here. There's no way he's still just drawing lands. What are we facing down? I'm not sure what has flash here. Murderous Cut. Ah, he's just going to kill it. Sure, whatever. Take 4. Go to 7. He's down to 1 card, so he's truly in top deck mode. I'll drop a Horde Chief. And I'm threatening lethal on board if he doesn't have a blocker. If he has a blocker, I'm threatening to take him to 2. Really waiting on a green source for my Siege Rhino. There's the green source. All right. If we untap and he doesn't somehow counter Siege Rhino, we win. Maybe I hold back the warrior, because the Siege Rhino is the win, and if that is something that he can slap another Become Immense on, then we would just lose. Yeah, let's hold back the warrior on attack. Let's hold back this warrior. I don't think... Is it Become Immense uncommon? It is uncommon. So he is going to block here. Is he going to unmorph it? He must unmorph it. This is going to really hurt if it has Trample and he has Become Immense. Okay, it doesn't have Trample. That's great. That is fantastic to see. So he goes down to 3. And he needs something pretty specific here to stop the Siege Rhino from just beating him. I guess I attack in and see what he has. Get him to use it up now, because he has to have something or he loses here. Because he can only block 2. Are we just going to win it? We're just going to win it. We don't have to use the Siege Rhino. All right. So that was another good game. This format is definitely quite fun. We are 2-0 now, which means we have won a pack, and we are on our way to another couple more wins, which would be even more packs. So I will see you guys for round 3.